Hola a todos, bienvenidos a un nuevo vídeo. La verdad que nos encontramos en esta historia, ¿vale? 300. Todos hemos visto que esta historia es algo muy bonito y bueno. Y vamos a jugar en PSP, ¿vale? En versión PSP, rejugado con Android, vaya. Emulado, vaya. Y bueno, pues este juego la verdad es que es un juego de mi infancia que siempre jugaba, ¿vale? Cuando era más jovencico, cuando era más chiquito, y la verdad pues que me hace ilusión, ¿vale? Vamos a jugar este juegazo, vamos a empezar con la primera misión y vamos a ver qué tal funciona esto, chavales. Vamos a darle caña. No, eso es un perfil que tenía antes. Vamos a empezar un nuevo perfil.
Xerxes demanded our obedience, our submission. But we were free men, and we would rather die on our feet than live on our knees. Confident, savoring the meal to come, the beast approached, and it was King Leonidas himself who provoked it. Uninvited guests. Persian lapdogs bringing word to Sparta from the great and powerful Xerxes. All the God King required was a modest offering of earth and water, symbolizing Sparta's submission to the will of Xerxes. They warned us to be afraid, that Sparta would burn to the ground, and that only the word of Leonidas could save it. Leonidas did not leave our guests waiting long for a response. Earth and water. The Persians would find plenty down there. So it began. The ephors, priests to the old gods, diseased old mystics, worthless remnants of a time before Sparta's ascent from darkness and superstition. Their word is law. It was the time of Carnea, the sacred and ancient festival. Sparta could wage no war. They must consult the oracle. The oracle spoke in an ancient tongue known only to the ephors. Leonidas was to honor the Carnea. There would be no march. Sparta would fall. Pompous inbred swine, worthless, diseased, rotten. Xerxes promised fresh oracles to them daily, from every corner of his empire. The price was only a simple lie, a small bending of the oracle's ancient words. But our king was resolved. There would be no march. No army would take the field against Xerxes. Only Leonidas would walk north to the hot gates, along with his personal bodyguard of 300. Xerxes has come to the hot gates. Xerxes, the god king of Persia, the devourer of nations. We few stand against him. Against a horde of beasts and men so massive it shakes the earth with its march. Our king Leonidas wavers not.
Spartans, attack!
Cada vez que mates a un amigo, tu leyenda aumenta y consigues que luego un hombre y
Persian horse. Let your master see how deeply the blade swung by freeborn men cleave. What's it, Blank? Keep it up, Spartans. Persian slaves, you die with valor. May you know freedom in the afterlife.
Yo cuando acabamos esta película de y luego habilidad de batalla, porque se carga cuando hay una barra de vida, pues me meto hacia la derecha para activarla, porque a veces te permite poner una parte de tu camino. Sacar un
Arrows! Cocktail! Rescata a los espartanos, vamos para allá. Forma phalanx! Now! are behind 1,000 such beasts before coming within a spear's cast.
Then we shall kill 1,000.
I suspect we won't have to. Xerxes will not wish to send more of them against us anytime soon. Slaves, on the other hand.
Sire, they've taken the Phocian wall! Our flank is wide open!
Quickly, Spartans! We must retake the wall, or all is lost!
Aquí tenemos espada, lanza, vamos a mejorar la espada, lo que sea. Ya cambia la espada. Es una jodida, y ahora me queda el tiro. Hostia, qué pasada,
Fear no wound, give no ground. Let no Persian live!
Spartans, quickly! Over the wall before they regroup!
You are the king of nothing, puny Spartan cur! If you prefer to name your slayer thus. Death to all Spartans! Do not waste my time! Do not waste my time! My burning blade will sear your flesh from your bones. Do not waste my time! My burning blade will sear your flesh from your bones. Your skills are no match for mine. My burning blade will sear your flesh from your bones. The bigger they are, the more of them I see.
Hostia, todos que vienen, ¿eh? Vale, gente, pues esta ha sido
First
la
day of our
primera
march.
misión, ¿vale? O sea,
We heard the crows before we saw the
algo
smoke.
que es esta cinemática y
But as
ya
we drew
cortamos.
closer to the village, we smelled something else. The reek of death clogged our every breath. Yet even greater was the weight of watchful eyes upon us. She did not scream at the sight of my spear. She said nothing when I offered her water, nothing when I asked her name. But then her eyes found Leonidas. The sight of our king loosened her throat. She told us of the nightmare that had befallen her village. A man called Hydanes rode upon a towering stallion, awash in sweat and foam. He was more monster than man, with blades instead of hands, and a cruel, mocking smile of sharpened razors. Beasts from the blackness were with him. Monsters, gray-skinned, cold eyes, with claws and fangs. The immortals. These agents of death would burn her world and murder everyone she loved. He set about his gruesome work, slaughtering her brother, mother, and father first, and setting the village afire. By the light of dawn, it was plain that none had been spared, save she. By now, the girl can barely continue her tale. The king bids her rest. But even as he speaks, we can tell that she has died in his arms. Her words shook with horrors that no innocent should ever know. Perhaps that's why they kept her alive, as a warning. Or perhaps to distract us from their ambush. They rise among the mangled bodies of the slain, a trap, a message to all Greece. The Persians mean to kill us all. Their message shall never leave this village. Our king's rage is ablaze. The very fires of hell burn within him. They shall pay.
So, these lapdogs of Xerxes think to take us unawares, my brothers. Let's show them what their follies unleashed. The blood of our countrymen stains the earth. Come! Avenge it drop for drop! This is not the silence of the dead. After 200 battles, one knows. This place reeks of Persians still. Captain, take 3 men east and reconnoiter.
At once, my king. Stelios, Astinos, Polynices, come.
Dilios,
Here, my king.
west side.
Nokios, Stamplios, Aristotle. Follow close, and mind that ridge. Something is amiss.
Daxos, you're with me. We'll head north into the village. I wish to see this nightmare the girl spoke of.
Aye, Leonidas.
Daxos. He and his group of Arcadians, along with other nations of Greece, had joined us during our march, eager to face Xerxes' horde and do their part.
Bien. Vamos a hablar. Gracias por haber visto este vídeo y esperemos disfrutar de esta